Good evening and welcome to the Monday, March 2nd meeting of the City of Worcester Zoning Board of Appeals. My name is Lawrence Abramoff and I will chair tonight's meeting. The meeting of the Worcester Zoning Board of Appeals will be conducted in a hybrid manner with both in-person and remote participation. As a preliminary matter to tonight's meeting, I would like to confirm the board members and staff who are present. Board members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. George Cortez.
Here.
Eric Torcano.
Here.
Matthew Sacco.
Here.
And staff, Michelle Smith.
Present.
David Horn.
Here.
And Amy Beth Lath.
Present.
All right, took care of that. Before we start, a few housekeeping notes. Tonight's meeting is being live streamed from the City of Worcester website, and the recording will be available for rebroadcast. This is a public meeting, which means that both that it is being recorded and that minutes will be taken and published at a later date. The public may participate remotely by calling 1-669-254-5252. The access code is 160-456-4634, or using the link shown on the screen. Once an item is called, there will be a brief presentation of the item by the petitioner, followed by any additional comments and clarifications from members of the city staff. Then there's an opportunity for anyone from the public to speak on that item before we proceed to board discussion and action. To manage remote participation during our hybrid meetings and prevent disruptions, all participants are automatically blocked from unmuting themselves, turning on their video, or sending chat messages. For remote participants who would like to comment on an item or on our agenda, we ask that you use the raise your hand feature in Zoom during the discussion on that item. If you are joined by phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. Staff will then call on members of the public one at a time and give them permission to unmute themselves. If you are joined by phone, you will then be able to unmute yourself by pressing *6. Please note, the board appreciates brevity in your comments. To help with this process, we ask all speakers participating in person to use a microphone and to please clearly identify yourselves each time you speak. And the first time you speak, please state your city or town of residence for the record. To help maintain an orderly meeting, please address all comments and questions through the chair rather than directly to any of the other speakers or applicants. Applicants should be aware that approvals are generally conditional. Decisions are typically signed by the board at the next meeting and filed with the city clerk the following day, beginning the appeal period. It is the applicant's responsibility to address any conditions of approval, and a lack of doing so may result in delays or enforcement. Please contact the Planning Division with any questions. Any party aggrieved by a decision of the board has the right of appeal under Mass General Laws, Chapter 40A, Section 17. There are a number of items on our agenda being continued or postponed tonight, which I will read through shortly. If you are here for one of those items, please note that no additional notice will be sent to you before the next meeting. The best thing to do is to call the Planning Division the day prior to our next meeting to confirm if the item will be heard or postponed that night, as it is not uncommon for items to be postponed multiple times before they are heard by this board. I will suggest, for purposes of streamlining our meeting, that board member Sacco, if that's all right with you, Matt, offer to make any motions, and board member Cortez second any such motions. So the first item of business is requests for continuances and postponements and withdrawals. I'll read them en masse. So item 1, 56 Pleasant Street, request to continue to public hearing to March 16th, 2026, and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 7th, 2026. Postponements, item 3, 75 Quinsigamond Ave, request to postpone to March 16th, 2026, and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 7th. Item 4, 149 Plantation Street, request to postpone the public hearing to March 16th, 2026, and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 7th. Item 5, 2 Northborough Street, request to postpone the public hearing to March 16th and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 7th. Item 6, 269 Brook Street, request to postpone to the public hearing to March 16th, 2026, and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 7th. Item 7, 142B Highland Street, request to postpone the public hearing to April 6th, 2026, and extend the constructive grant deadline to April 28th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So,
Just say, make a motion to approve as read.
I'd like to make a motion to approve as read.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Cortez?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Torkanu?
yes,
And my vote is yes. So those items have been continued or postponed to the dates as read. If you're here for any of them, you can check with the staff to make sure that they're going to continue on that date. So the first and only item on our menu tonight is 57 Humes Ave. The relief requested is for 2,000 square feet from the 7,000 square foot minimum lot area requirement for a single-family detached dwelling in an RS7 zone. A variance for relief of 15 feet from the 65-foot minimum frontage requirement for a single-family detached dwelling in an RS7 zone. Will the person representing the petitioner please come forward and present your time?
Good evening. My name is Kevin Keeler from Permit Solutions, representing Thang Nguyen. First, I'd like to say that I had no idea I was the only person that was being heard tonight. And if I would have known that, I would have never made anybody come here tonight for this.
Well, thank you for that thought.
I'm really
We
sorry.
appreciate it, but we want to make sure that the coming meetings have a little less pressure on them, because there are going to be a lot of items postponed. Till then, the other thing I would be remiss to not mention is you need a 4-0 vote, and you only have 4 board members tonight.
I understand. It's a pretty straightforward application. That's the only reason why I chose to
Okay.
come forward. But if I would have known that I was the only one, I would have never, ever, I would have postponed. I'm really sorry. I did not realize
Well,
that.
why don't you make your case, and we'll get out of here early.
Okay, all right. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, again, very, very sorry.
That's okay.
So I represent Mr. Nguyen. He purchased the property 8 years ago, 57 Humes. He purchased it with the understanding that it was a buildable lot. The reason why he had that understanding was that a similar proposal went before the zoning board in 2007. Exact same situation, basically, and it was approved, and the variances were approved. Unfortunately, nothing ever happened, so they lapsed. He's been wanting to live in that area for a while. He has several friends in the immediate area. So this is not an investment home. This is going to be a single-family residence that he's going to be living in, and for quite a while, his family wants to live in that neighborhood. It's a small, skinny lot that was created before 1970. When it was created as a buildable lot, but the zoning regulations have changed. The proposed house meets all the required setbacks, all the other zoning regulations. The property has 50-foot frontage in that zone. The requirement is 65 feet, so we're requesting a 15-foot variance for the frontage requirement, and it requires 7,000 square feet in that zone, and it's 5,000 square feet, so we're requesting a 2,000 square foot relief, the variance to be able to move forward with the construction of a single-family home. We have support letters from people in the neighborhood: 64 Nguyen, 37 Nguyen, 54 Nguyen, 20. Humes. Sorry, 64 Humes, 37 Hume Street, 54 Hume Street, 20 Hume Street, and 45 Humes. So we would.
Do you have copies of those for us?
Yes, I do.
We could have them. Those would be great.
Sure.
Make them part of the file.
There you go. Thanks. So we feel that this can be granted without degrading for the intent and the spirit of the zoning bylaw, because there are several lots and homes in that immediate area that are in the exact same situation. It's not an unusual situation for that area. And so we respectively request that the zoning board grant us the variances so we may proceed, so he can proceed forward with his family home.
Great, thank you. Staff, Amy Beth, is this you?
Thank you through the chair. Once again, for 57 Humes Ave, presently on the property is a vacant lot. This is the RS7 zoning district, and it's also within a water resource protection overlay district. The applicant is proposing to construct a single-family detached dwelling with associated site improvements. As previously stated, the applicant is applying for a variance of 2,000 square feet from the 7,000 square foot minimum lot area requirement, and for relief of 15 feet from the 65-foot minimum frontage requirement. For staff questions for the applicant to address, as you'll see on the screen, the architectural plans depict a loft area or a window on the what would be the third story. There's a maximum of 2+ stories are permitted in this zone, which would mean that it's 2 stories plus an attic space are allowed. So we're just asking for the applicant to either provide additional details about what's happening on that third floor or confirm whether or not the plan is to make it a habitable story, in which case we would require additional zoning relief. And as stated on March 26th of 2007, the exact same variance relief was granted by the Zoning Board of Appeals, but the single-family dwelling was never constructed, and the approval subsequently expired. The proposed structure is compliant with all setbacks, heights, parking, landscaping requirements. There is a small section in the southeast corner of the property that appears to be paved and serve as an extension of the driveway on the neighboring lot at 28 Yukon Avenue on the southeast corner of the parcel. We are asking for the applicant to address if any easement rights exist for that corner for the continued use of the driveway extension, or if the applicant has plans to remove that piece of paving. And additionally, there's a driveway that currently exists over the property line which provides access to the neighboring property at 55 Humes, and the applicant does propose to remove that portion of the driveway that's on the property at 57. So the proposed development on this lot has the permitted 40% impervious surface in the front yard, and so to maintain that compliance, the applicant must remove that additional paving. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
You want to
Yes,
address
I've
the,
already talked to Amy about this. We have no intentions of finishing the attic space whatsoever. And it's going to be a 2-family home, and we will be removing that section of driveway. That is an illegal driveway that was done without a permit. We suspect somewhere around 10 to 12 years ago. And it is like a second egress, so it's not affecting the use of their existing driveway. So we intend on removing that pavement.
Okay, that's both the southwest corner of the lot and the other part of the driveway?
So my understanding, and I could be wrong on this, is that the only driveway that that does encroach, I see that right there. The surveyor is not indicating that on the map that it's actually on that lot. If it is, we would be removing that section, but as far as I understand with my conversation with the surveyor, that it shows that it looks like it does from that picture, but it actually doesn't from what he's telling me. But the other one does, and that section of that driveway will be removed.
It's safe to say that any encroaching driveway is going to be removed. Or pavement will be removed?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. And there's nothing going on in the third floor?
No,
Okay.
no intention of finishing that.
Board members, Mr. Cortez, do you have any questions?
Through the chair, with that positive answer that you just gave to the two particular questions, I'm quite satisfied. This is straightforward, so I'm really to vote for it.
Thank you. Mr. Sacco, do you have any comments?
No additional comments in my end, thank you.
Eric Torcano, do you have any questions or comments?
I don't have anything unless you have something to say.
Okay, no, I don't really have anything to say on this. I've actually was on the approval in 2007.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I was 9 when I was on the board then.
you look great.
Thank you.
Through the chair,
oh.
just one more thing.
Sure.
I just want to make
Oh,
sure
the
that the
waivers.
applicant is requesting the waivers that were identified in the memo
Yes, I
from
am
the plan. Thank you.
Okay.
questioning waivers.
All right, so he's requesting the waivers. All the other conditions, as outlined by staff, are acceptable to you.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
I have a motion to close the hearing. Just say
Second.
mo-
Second.
No, you say-
I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing.
Okay. Do I have a second?
So move.
Okay, now on the petition.
Through the chair, you just got to vote on the close, though.
Oh, okay. On the motion to close, Mr. Cortez?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Torcano?
Yes,
And my vote is yes. So the hearing is closed. Can you please make a motion to approve the variances for 57?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the variances for 57 Humes Avenue for relief of 2,000 square feet from the 7,000 square foot minimum lot area requirement for a single-family detached dwelling in RS7 zone, for relief of 15 feet from the 65-foot minimum frontage requirement for a single-family detached dwelling in a RS7 zone,
And then, subject to the conditions outlined.
subject to the conditions outlined on pages 4 of 6
and 3 of 6.
and 3 of 6.
Do I have a second?
So move.
On the motion, Mr. Cortez,
Yes.
Mr. Sacco,
Yes.
Mr. Torcano,
yes.
and my vote is yes. Good luck. Have
And
a nice
again,
house.
I
and a
really,
nice
really
life.
feel sorry that I made you guys come here for this tonight. I apologize.
It's one less we have to do next week, or the week after.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And Amy, thank you so much for all your help.
Okay, I don't think we have any other business, and going over any schedules or any other, the meeting, the minutes, do you need to approve those minutes? So it's the minutes.
Sorry, through the chair, yes, if you all are prepared to do so.
I reviewed them, so the minutes of February 2nd. Right, so do I have a request for approval of the minutes of February 2nd?
Yes.
So
I
do we
read
have to
them, I
make a
read the
motion to that
minutes.
effect?
Yes.
Okay, so you
I make the motions to approve the minutes.
make a second.
Second.
Okay, on the motion, Mr. Cortez?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Torcano?
Yes,
And my vote is yes. So the minutes of February 2nd, 2026 have been approved.
And through the chair, can I make one more request?
Sure.
If you all feel comfortable, do you feel comfortable voting the dates for 2027?
I've put them in my calendar, so I'm okay with them. You know, God willing, I'll be around then.
Up to this point, I'm fine with
We're
it.
fine with it, so we're going to make a motion to accept those?
So move.
Second.
Second.
Okay, on approval of the schedule for 2027, can I have a vote? Mr. Cortez?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Torcano?
yes.
And my vote is yes. So I think we're done, so we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank
Wow.
you.